Mmm.
Boby, Boby, Boby!
Hello and welcome to Boby's Kombucha Corner. If you ever wanted to brew some fizzy, delicious, tart, tangy, scrumptious kombucha, you came to the right place. I got started with brewing kombucha a few months ago and I'm hooked. It's way more affordable and it frankly tastes better than those store-bought kombuchas. This will be a one fermentation style kombucha. If you tune into videos that we'll post later, we'll show you how to add a little bit more spunk and variation on that with the second fermentation. But this is your basic one brew kombucha. It turns out delicious and it's pretty easy to make, so let's get started. To get started, you'll need green or black tea, 3 tablespoons of loose tea or 8 tea bags. I got this brand on Amazon for about 10 bucks. You'll need 1 cup of white granulated sugar, and you'll need 12 cups in total of filtered water. You'll also need a 1-gallon glass jar or larger with a cloth to put on top of it to help the kombucha brew. And you'll need a pot to boil water for the tea, medium size. The most important ingredient in kombucha is the scoby. This is what turns your sweet tea into kombucha. It's a culture made from bacteria and yeast. You can buy one on Amazon as part of a kombucha starter kit, or you can buy it separately on Amazon as well. Now that you have all your ingredients together, it's time to start brewing some tea. Fill your pot with 4 cups of water and then turn on the heat. Once your water is boiling, take it off the heat and add your tea. 3 tablespoons of loose tea or 8 tea bags. Let your tea steep for 7 to 8 minutes. Pour your brewed tea into your glass jar, straining out any tea leaves. Try not to spill too much and make a huge mess like I did. Add your 1 cup of granulated sugar to the glass jar as well. Add your remaining 8 cups of cold filtered water. Now your jar should be about 3/4 of the way full. Stir thoroughly until all sugar is dissolved. Place your scoby into the kombucha bottle. It should rest gently on top or near the surface. Add in any scoby juices as well. Cover your kombucha with a clean cloth and secure with a rubber band. This is so the kombucha can breathe and so nothing gets in. Move your jar to an open place indoors out of direct sunlight. Kombucha should be between 70 to 80 degrees at all times, so if you live in a cool climate, put it somewhere in a warm place. After about 10 days, try your kombucha. The taste should be tart, but not too tart. It really depends on the person. I like my kombucha a little tartar, but if you want it a little sweeter, check it after about 8 days. To taste, slide a spoon between the scoby and the side of the jar and taste the liquid. If it's not quite tart enough, you could leave it in for a couple more days, but if you like the flavor, remove the scoby with clean hands to save for later. You'll see that it has grown a new layer. That's the white one, that's the top. And the bottom layer might start looking a little gross depending on how old your scoby is. But as long as it's not too brown, you can keep it on there. A good rule of thumb is that after 5 brews with the same scoby, you should remove that layer. Place your scoby in a glass container. Add 1 to 2 cups of kombucha on top of your scoby. This will allow the scoby to survive for 1 to 2 weeks. You can add an additional cup of kombucha liquid and it'll last a little longer if you're not going to be brewing for a little while. You can drink immediately or refrigerate your kombucha at this point. It'll last in the fridge for a couple weeks. I like to distribute mine into small mason jars. Or you could do a second fermentation where you can add fruits and other flavors. I'll cover that in another video. Congratulations! You just brewed your first batch of kombucha. Looks delicious, doesn't it? So give yourself a pat on the back and a big long drink. And stay tuned for more videos in the future. Comment below on the flavor of your kombucha. Was it not tart enough? Next time maybe try to brew it a little longer or put it in a warmer place of the house. Be sure to watch our upcoming video on a second fermentation. That's if you want to make it a little more fruit flavored or make it a little fizzy. The second fermentation will help you with those things. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Please like and comment on the video, and definitely subscribe to our channel for more kombucha tips. And happy brewing. Mmm.